Good morning. Whew. I just got a shower. I'm gonna put on some face, and it's Vlogmas day 15. So Sunday, I have a pretty chill day today, so I'm going to wrap some gifts and do a little Q&A. I have a little area set up over there with my Christmas lights and stuff, so it looks cute. And I don't really have the space in here, so I have my ironing board set up as a table. It's gonna work. But I'm gonna do some face, but I want to do my advent calendar and see what I got. This is really coming in handy because a few of these things are gonna go in my mom's stocking, because I know I'm horrible, but I forgot that I need to make her a stocking because she's here for Christmas. So anyway, I know what I'm going to put in there because she loves chocolate, so chocolate will be the main thing. And socks and, beauty products. Ooh, little mascara. And, oh, yes, see? This is the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. I love this stuff, and I was actually wearing it all week. But this one I've had for 2 years, and it is drying out. So now I got a little one to put in my purse. And then the Bad Gal Lash. Oh, sorry, this is Bad Gal Bang. I don't know if I've ever tried this one. Oh, I like that brush. Look, I'm a beauty influencer. Look. I like a small eyelash brush because I have small eyelashes. It's about the only thing that's small on me. That and my tongue. I have a very small tongue. Anyway, let's put this away now and put on some face and get to work. Steve's gone out, took Henry out with him, so I can do some of their stuff. All right. Whew. All right, so you can see I have an array of, I have ribbons and scissors and tape and all that stuff here. And I have, let's see, an ironing board. And that's what I'm going to use to wrap my gifts on, because there's not enough floor space even in this room. And I have my pants stuck. Okay, there we go. All right, so we're going to wrap some gifts, and I'm going to answer some questions. Now, the funny part is, all the questions are on my phone, and I'm using my phone to film. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to pause, look at the question, and then come back and answer it. I really should have used my camera, but it's so much easier to use my phone for this. Anyway. Okay, so I'm going to start first. Actually, I'm going to start wrapping the big one that I have to wrap for Steve. And I'm going to have an avalanche things happening. I have this plaid wrapping paper that I bought at Shoppers the other day and probably spent way too much on. But it's a big roll. Like it's a lot on it. Now, is that going to be big enough? Let's see. So much stuff in this room. Okay, it might be big enough. And then I'm going to use this as a lovely little trash bin. Okay, so I got him, I don't know if you can see what it is. It's a mini fridge for his office. And it's a very mini fridge, but it's supposed to hold like 8 cans. So he only wants it for like coffee cream and stuff in his office. So, oh yeah, that paper's fine. So, let me pause and find the first question. Okay, so Kylie asked me, is there any traditions that you had as a kid that you do with your kids now? And yes, when I was a kid, I used to get a gift on Christmas Eve. And some families were like, you can pick one from under the tree, and that's, your Christmas Eve gift. But it was always a special specific gift, and it was always pajamas. So the Christmas Eve pajamas is something that, oh, okay, this might not be a good idea with this mic because I'm hitting it. Let's see if I can put it somewhere else. The Christmas Eve pajamas is something I've kept with my kids. Now, their Christmas Eve pajamas are stuck in the mail right now. I got them from Old Navy before the strike, but they didn't get here on time. So now they are stuck somewhere in between. I heard they're going back. Oh, that's interesting. I heard that the postal workers are going back to work on Monday. I don't know if that's true or not, but all right. So I'm going to need another piece of paper. What else did we do? That's pretty much it. I mean, I had a very small family. I was an only child. We didn't have a lot of traditions that were just us. So yeah, that's about it. The Christmas pajamas situation. And so this year they might be wearing last year's if they still fit, which is fine. She also asked, what's your favorite Christmas movie? My favorite Christmas movie is Love Actually. It just is. And I also like The Holiday, but that one's my favorite. But as a family, we like to watch Christmas with the Cranks when we put up the tree. It always used to be Muppets Christmas Carol, because I love that one too. It's hard to pick a favorite. But, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of things wrong with Love Actually. But whatever. It is what it is. And that's okay. All right. Now I have to pause and find the next question. I also need to cut another piece of paper, because as much as it's the right length, it's not quite covering enough. All right, let me get another one. Okay, my friend Barbie asked me, what was your favorite Christmas gift ever? I have a couple. When I was 3, I know, it's a long time ago, I got my lifelong stuffy, like the kid stuffed animal or blanket or whatever that you have forever. And it was a stuffed dog named Benji. I was really sick that year. I don't know what it was that I had, but I was sick. And when I got up on Christmas morning, I went to open my gifts. Apparently I threw up over everything. And Mom took me to go get cleaned up. And when I came out again, there was Benji under the tree. So I took him and went to bed. I don't remember any of this, but Benji is my favorite Christmas gift ever. It was also the year I got a dollhouse, which I loved. It was like all wooden and it was beautiful. Another year I got, the doll of the, it was actually called a My Child doll. Does anybody remember those? And I still have it. It's in my trunk. Actually found it yesterday. It was supposed to be a doll that looked like you. And I loved that thing. But as an adult, my favorite Christmas gift was a necklace my husband gave me. Steve gave me a horseshoe necklace, similar, but not the same, because it would be impossible. But a horseshoe diamond, like little tiny horseshoe necklace, similar to Carrie Bradshaw's from Sex and the City. Now, Carrie Bradshaw's was 3 little horseshoes, and I don't think they were diamond. I think they were just gold. But that was the inspiration, because I loved Sex and the City, so he gave me that. And yeah, so that was my favorite Christmas gifts. And so Nicole asked, I dropped my remote. Found it. So Nick, my Bestie in Calgary asked, what are my hopes and dreams, or wishes and hopes for 2025? My ultimate wish and hope is that I can find a job that makes enough money that I can travel. I miss traveling. I miss being able to book a flight and, be able to go places. I haven't traveled, and take my family. That's my biggest thing, is I really, really want to have a family vacation. The kids haven't been anywhere since 2019, the Christmas, New Year's of 2019, 2020. And they are just dying to go somewhere. I just would love to have a family vacation. So yeah, it's to find a job that makes enough money that we can do a family vacation. Okay, so I finished Steve's. There's just a green ribbon on there. Now I'm a little extra. I keep hitting that mic. I'm a little extra when it comes to wrapping gifts, and I blame that on my mother's sister, my Aunt Betty. And she taught me to wrap gifts and make bows, and so I tend to go a little overboard. So gifts get little doodads on them, but they're all at my feet. So just one second. All right. So I use picks and I reuse them year after year. And flowers and pine cones and stuff like that to add to my gifts. And that's just what she did. And I spent one Christmas, well, I spent more than one, but one particular Christmas in Florida, which is where she lived. And this is what she was doing. She actually had a room dedicated to her decorating, and not her decorating, her wrapping. And yeah, it was just fantastic. And she'd make bows and wired ribbon. But anyway, this is a little bit less than I normally do, but it's kind of the vibe. Anyway, one done. Where I'm going to put them now. All right, so and this is something for Violet from my mother. April asks. April and I are we're secondhand clothing buddies and thrifting friends, vintage clothing lovers type thing. So she asked, what did I find cool when I was in high school? Like, what outfits, what style did I find cool in high school / my early 20s? What I loved the preppy, and I've been through this before, that it was what I thought was cool, and that wasn't necessarily cool. But I loved the preppy look. I liked plaid shirts. I liked polo shirts, and the collars popped. I loved jeans with the ankles rolled up, and I loved the socks with the lace rolled down, and deck shoes. I still have my deck shoes from high school somewhere. I loved all of that kind of yacht club preppy, and it was all pastels in the 80s anyway. But when it morphed into the 90s, it was like jewel tones, like burgundy, green, dark green, navy. Those colors were it. Yeah, so that's the kind of thing that I loved when I was in high school. But when I was in my early 20s, that's when I started watching Sex and the City, because that premiered in 98. So anything Charlotte wore was the most amazing. I absolutely loved her style. I loved it's that preppy country club kind of look. I was never part of that world. Yes, my parents were members of the yacht club because my dad had a sailboat, but it wasn't what you think, like there was some of those people there, but we weren't part of, anyway, it's hard to explain. But that was the look that I loved, was that preppy kind of vibe. And she also asked, is there anything I'm keeping to pass down to Violet? I do have some, like, I still have my penny loafers from high school. Like, that was my style. And still is, really. I don't really have anything particular clothing-wise that I'll pass down to her. My mom still has some beautiful things that once I get, I will pass down to her. Mostly jewelry, that kind of stuff. But I don't have anything like really, maybe like my Burberry stuff. Like I have a few Burberry scarves that I absolutely adore. So that might be something that, I mean, I'm not going to get rid of it in any time. So that might be what gets passed on to her. But I do love all of the 90s preppy. Love it. So anyway, I hope that answers the question. Sophie asked what were our plans for Christmas because she heard me tell Violet something about perfume for Nana's stocking. Asked if we were going to St. John's. No, we're not going to St. John's, but my mother is coming here on Friday. So I have to really get my rec room down the basement cleaned up and ready for her. We don't have a spare bedroom, so we put a blow-up bed, and she loves the blow-up bed. She sleeps the best ever. And she likes it down there because she has her own bathroom. And I've told her many times, like, she can have one of the kids' rooms. They both will sleep in Henry's room, and they love doing that. But she would rather have the space down there. So I really have to get on that. Now, a ribbon. This is for Violet, so... Oh, maybe I'll use this. I've had these stick-on bows. I never, ever use these peel and stick-on bows. But I had these from last year for a reason. That never happened. So, a reason was no longer a reason by the time it came down to it. That's, look, I have my first bit of trash to go in my trash bin. Alright, so I'll just use the big one, put it right in the middle. Okay, my cousin Allison asks me, what is the hardest gift to wrap? And what am I drinking while I do it? Well, the hardest gift I've ever had to wrap is a guitar. And I tried to actually wrap it. Like, I don't know what I was thinking. I obviously was on the G&Ts because I really tried to wrap it in paper. I wasted a lot of paper trying to wrap that thing. I didn't end up wrapping it. It ended up that I hid it behind a chair and put a big bow on it. Yeah, but I did try. And I wish I had a cocktail right now. But it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So perhaps not. All right, that's done. I'm not doing a very good job of angling, so you can't see the hideous curtains. I even put like a red curtain over it, but it's not long enough. I try. Okay, my Romanian bestie, Adrian, asked me, what makes the perfect gift in your opinion? Now, this could go a lot of different ways. It could go what I really want, and that makes that the perfect gift. It could be what I really need, also a perfect gift. But for me, I personally think that the perfect gift is the one that the person really thought about you and got you something that, even if it's not something you need or even want, it's something that they know that you would love. You know, it's like they know you well enough that they got you something that means something, or it made you like something that's been made, something that's they actually put thought behind. That makes a great gift. All right, I'm on to another gift for Violet. Figured gotta get it done while she's not here, and it's clothing. And what I noticed, I don't know if anybody else has, but you can't get gift boxes anymore. You know, when you go shopping for clothes, and remember you used to be able to say, they'll say, do you need a gift box for that? And you say yes, and they throw in an extra one or two. It's not a thing anymore. Can't get gift boxes at stores when you buy clothes. Oh, that didn't end well. Okay. Now, are you going to fit? Just a regular shirt box should fit. I didn't decorate that other one. I really need to add some decorations to that. I forget when I decorate them that poofs up and I can't stack them, and that every year I'm like, wait till the last minute to put the bows and the decorations so you can actually stack them, and I forget. Alright, so I've barely put a dent into this, but thank you for all of you who did send in a question. And if I get anything else, any other questions between now and when I edit, I will definitely add them in. But right now, I am going to actually put on a YouTube video of someone else's and try and get this done. And I'll see you in a bit. So I got a good chunk of wrapping done. It's not all done, but I did get, a fair bit done. And yeah, so I'm going to call it a vlog. Happy Sunday. I hope you enjoyed this little different video. Not sure if it's going to be tomorrow or Tuesday, but there will be another different video, not a regular vlog. Yeah. So it's the last full-on week before Christmas. I'm working all day, most days. That all depends on another staff member. So if they are back, then I will be working a little bit less, but we'll see what this week brings. And yeah, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your questions. And we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.